Why does God hide himself? So why did he not make it easy and just reveal himself? Here I am. This is an important point to understand. What? That you cannot understand God. Look, we can't even understand this world. You can't even understand your spouse. You don't even understand. People are nodding, yes, Swami. You don't even understand your own mind. Where these glories of God are so infinite. Naham prakashah sarvasya yoga māyā samavritah mudhoyam nabhijanati loko mamajamavyayam. I am not manifest to everyone, being veiled by my divine Yogamaya energy. Hence, those without knowledge do not know that I am without birth and changeless. So, why is it that people are unable to understand the personality of God? What comes in the way? He says, I keep myself hidden by my energy called Yogamaya. That Yogamaya energy does two important works in relation to the soul. Those souls who surrender, the Yogamaya endows them with divine bliss, with divine knowledge, with divine love. And for those who are not surrendered, Yogamaya hides God from them. Why does God hide himself? Is there any good reason for God to hide himself? You tell me. If God was not hiding himself, there would be no need for this retreat. We would all have become God realized, right? Now we labor so much, try and understand, try and practice and do devotion, and then finally we find him. So why did he not make it easy and just reveal himself? Here I am. Why does God hide himself? Tell me. That's right. He wants us to learn to love. If he made it so easy, then we would not have any incentive to grow and improve and enhance our love. But he says that I need you to reach that point and then I will reveal myself. So the Yogamaya is doing this work. Sri Krishna says that because of my Yogamaya, you cannot understand me. This is an important point to understand. What? That you cannot understand God. Because if we don't understand this, then we have the pride of the intellect. So we say, why did God not make such a world that we could remember our past lives? Swamiji. Well, next I'll tell God next time he makes the world, let him consult you. But at the base of this statement is the pride of the intellect. I know so much, and God should have asked me before making the world. So we need to humble this. Look, we can't even understand this world. You can't even understand your spouse. You don't even understand. People are nodding, yes, Swami. You don't even understand your own mind. Where these glories of God are so infinite. After doing my schooling in various cities, I completed my schooling in Delhi. So in those days, there was a tradition in many schools that in the beginning of the school, all the students would be in this assembly quadrangle. And then the principal would come and give some inspiring things. And sometimes he would call some VIP. On this day, they called a minister, political minister, a mantri. I am talking of about, let us say, more than 50 years ago. So in those days, the political ministers in India, they were not so educated. Not that they're very educated now, but those days they were a little less. So this minister came and he said, "Bachcho, आलू का दाम 5 रुपए किलो, बताओ मेरी उम्र क्या है?" The price of potatoes is 5 rupees a kilo. Tell me what is my age? Everybody, we all scratched our heads. That is there any formula we missed out in physics, chemistry to connect the price of potatoes with the ages of ministers? And we were all blank. And he saw our blank faces and he repeated his question, "Aloo ka daam 5 rupees kilo, batao meri umar kya hai?" The principal was getting embarrassed and he looked at the principal. The principal was scared they might subtract the government funds. In the meantime, one of my classmates raised his hand. He said, "Mantri ji, your age is 50 years. The minister said, "You got it." He was so thrilled. He wrote a good report and all and went off. But later on, my friend told me that he was called to the principal's office. The principal said, "Look, my child, you saved our lives today. But you need to tell me which equation you used." That how did you correlate the price of potatoes with the ages of ministers? And the boy responded that, "Sir, I used a simple formula. There is a man in my neighborhood, he is 25 years old. He is half mad, this minister is full mad, so he is 50 years old." It is not a subject of the intellect. What will the intellect figure out here? So our Vedas are saying, you are trying to understand God with your intellect. Your intellect is material and God is divine. Divyo hyamurtaha purukha sabahya bhyantaro hyajah. The Mundaka Upanishad states, he is divya vrihaccha tad divyam achintyarup, divine. And the intellect is material. So if you say, "I can understand God," then your intellect must be divine. No, my intellect is material. Then God must be material. No, God is divine. And this intellect will never understand God. Now you say, why did Ram hide and kill Bali? Why did God do such a work? You are challenging God. How do you know that God hid and killed Bali? Swamiji is written in the Ramayana. So that means you are accepting the Ramayana. But the Ramayana is also saying that Ram is God. If he is God, then he can't make a mistake. You can say, "I don't understand." That's all right. We don't understand so many things. If you put a little child in PhD class, ask, "What is this teacher teaching?" The child will say, "It's all going over my head." The intellect's limit has been crossed. Maharishi Pāṇini, he wrote the Panini Vyakaran, the grammar of Sanskrit language. It is so amazing. 5,000 years have gone by and the grammar has not changed. Such an amazing, robust grammar. So, I read a paper written by Mr. Riggs of NASA. Mr. Riggs of NASA in 1976 wrote this paper. He said, "We were thinking of designing a computer language for communications. But I see, after studying Sanskrit, that there is no need of such a language. Sanskrit is perfectly computer compatible." But Maharishi Pāṇini, who wrote it, do you know how did he write it? Before writing, he needed some kind of an inspiration. So he said, somebody has to teach me a little bit. Decided to go and get guidance from Lord Shiva. He reached Kailash. Lord Shiva saw from afar, Maharishi is coming. And Lord Shiva understood the reason why he is coming. So he said that why should he labor to come up? Let me teach him from far. This was the first instance of distant learning. He took his Damaru and he made sounds on it. Eon, ril, rik, eong, ayouch, havrat, lana, yamangana, nama, jhabaya, gada, dasha, kappa, chatata, chatatava, kapaya, shashasarahala. Maharishi Pāṇini heard, He said, I've got it, Eureka! He went and he wrote the whole Vyakaran. If you study it, it takes 12 years. How intelligent was Maharishi Pāṇini? Now if Lord Shiva was to do like this to us, do you think we would become Shastris or something? We'd say, no, I don't have the brains for this. In the case of God, He is divine. So firstly, He is divine, and secondly, He has covered Himself by His yoga māyā.